Hey guys, sorry I'm a couple minutes later here. You are live with Art with Key, where we're going to, in about 3-4 minutes, gonna look at an art prompt. I'll look at it blind with you, and we'll make art together. So wait a few minutes to see people are coming on. Send a little message here. Let's make art together. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It finally stopped raining here. Raining pouring this morning. Not that we needed the rain, but I like to sit on the deck and listen to it. I'm hoping some more of you log on today. Or if not, if you're watching this later, I hope your Wednesday went well. We're in the middle of the week, and this is my second official day on summer vacation. Monday was my last teacher day. Turned in my keys for the summer. So even all my students now are officially, for sure. If they had to come on campus, they're done now. Try to move my computer a little bit here. Make some room, make some art. I think everyone that had graduations are all done at this point. Got to see my good friends from Maine. Their daughter graduated from Enka High. Got to go see her graduate, which was fun. Shout out to Kerrigan. Just gonna wait maybe about 2 more minutes and we'll look at the prompt. So if you are logging on, you can use this time to either get to your art space or get out a piece of paper, sketchbook, something you want to do art on, just to see what we might end up doing today. I'm committed to keep doing these every Wednesday at 2 o'clock. I started doing this with my students when we were on our virtual school days. And it was fun. We got to make art together. I got to see everybody. So now I'm looking at myself, but I'm hopefully some of you are watching me later and making art, just to do something, at least once a week. Okay, I think I'm gonna pull up my phone and see what our prompt is today. So what I do is I follow this artist in Maine, and every day since we started this quarantine and COVID-19 days, she's been posting an art prompt, and we've been trying to do them together. Some of them are easier to do, some of them are harder. Her name is Kim Bernard, and she's on Instagram. All right, so today's post. She's not posted it yet, so we're gonna have to do yesterday's, which is fine. So let me see what it is. It says, art prompt, non-dominant hand drawing. So it means we have to do a drawing with our non-dominant hand. So I'm usually a right-handed artist, and now today I'm gonna be left-handed artist, and it shows what she did. Looks like she drew a roll of tape dispenser. So hers looks pretty good for using her left hand. So I'm gonna gather some stuff here and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. So I have a sketchbook. I still haven't rigged up a system yet where you can actually watch me as I go, but I'll just hold it up and show it to you every once in a while. So I do have my sketchbook here, so I'm gonna get that out and figure out what I'm gonna do. So last week I gave you guys a tip. I said to make sure before you start, like I have just a 9x12 sketchbook here, is to plan your space before you start. So think about like frame sizes and where it might go if someone were to hang it up or to buy it from you, or you want to give it to somebody. So think about that. And then today I'm going to try to think about like allowing space when I'm working to make sure there's room for your signature, because yesterday I kind of like went way off, or last week I went way off my artwork and didn't have space to sign in it where it kind of made sense. So just to try to keep that in mind as I go. So now I gotta think about what I'm gonna actually draw. I'm looking at my desk. Gotta find my pencil first. Another tip, always use a wooden pencil. And those are my art students, if you're on here, you know. That's one of my requirements in my art classes, is to use good old-fashioned wooden pencils. Of course, drawing pencils and graphite are the best, but at least start with a regular drawing pencil. I know a lot of people like mechanical. See, I have one on my desk. Because you don't have to sharpen it, and it's easy, it's ready to go. But the problem with mechanical pencils is as you make lines and draw on paper with them, that it actually makes an indentation in paper because it's such a fine point. And you apply more pressure just from gravity coming down. So I always recommend wind pencils, and always have your own eraser. So another little tip. I'm trying to think what I'm going to draw. I'm looking around at my desk here. And I have to remember to draw with my left hand. So I'm going to make my space. I'm going to keep it small because, again, I try to do all these for about 15 minutes. And I've already talked for a few already. So I'll do, I think I'm going to do 5 by 7. That way I have some space around it. And I'm thinking about this week, my signature. So I'm going to do, I got a ruler, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to make a mark. I'm going to do 7. And I'm going to do 5. Hope you guys are enjoying summer and getting out. I know my goal is to not be in front of a screen, but only for these few minutes together with you guys. Since I was on one, gosh, for like 12 weeks with our virtual school. All right, so I made my 5 by 7. Yeah, you can see it. So I'm going to keep inside that space, and I'm also going to keep in mind to leave space in the corner for when I want to sign my artwork. And now I have to start using my opposite hand. Let's see, what am I going to draw? I'm looking at my desk for stuff. I do have a lot of paints on my desk. I guess I could do a jar of paint. Usually I have students on here and we're getting ideas about what you're going to draw. So I'll post one up and see if anybody else. What should I draw with my left hand? See if anybody gets an alert. Anybody's on. Let's see. Just looking around my desk. Usually I have one of my children come in here and they give me the idea. What if I could do this? My son's got some Lego creations on my desk, but I guess I could do that. Part of it, maybe. Problem with that, too, is I want to make sure I like what I'm drawing. Because then you have to stare at it. I have to really try to concentrate because I'm going to be using my non-dominant hand. You're looking here. I'm going to look down this drawer here. No luck. I'm not too sure what to draw. Ooh, what's this? There's something back here. Close shot. Ooh, yeah. How about this? Throw back to the old days. An iPod. Ha! Before Pandora and all that. Maybe I'll do that. Try my iPod. That'd be kind of cool. Gosh, I haven't used this in a long time. Look how tiny. All right, so I'm going to draw this. With my left hand. So here goes nothing. Ooh, this is going to be hard. Yikes. I'm going to take a picture of it before I start. And those of you that actually do this along with us, do send pictures to my email, and I can get you that if you don't already know who I am. But most of you know that. Gosh, I almost went to go with my right hand. Okay, here we go. This is going to be hard. I'm trying to draw, but I think I'm going to have to turn to manipulate my hand more instead of keeping my paper straight. Oh boy. Yikes. All right, here we go. I get started. Just draw on the top edge here. Something else when you do start to sketch is, I know you probably can't see it, but let's see. See how my line is not perfectly straight. It looks almost like hatching. Do really light lines just to get around the shape you're trying to do. And then when you think it actually looks accurate and it looks like it's what you want it to look like, then go back and darken it. Because it's a lot easier to erase those lines that are light and hatching than it is something you press down dark and you're like, oh, I got this the first time around, and you really didn't have it the first time around. Ooh, this is not easy to do a straight line with my left hand. Going around the backside. That's what I got so far. Okay, I'm drawing it on an angle, so it's not boring straight on. I find myself having to turn my sketchbook a lot to control my left hand more. I'm gonna try to get the screen on here. Let's see. If you guys are on, just say a hi in the chat so I know someone's out there. I don't see anybody yet. All right, got the screen on. I get to do a circle. What I'm doing is I'm like constantly turning this so it feels normal with my hand, because it's not very comfortable for me to use my left hand. I'm trying to do the turn dial on the iPod. Have to plug this bad boy in and see what kind of music I was last listening to. Okay, so the circle definitely needs to be centered a little bit. It's a little off, so I'm gonna get my eraser. Oh, I almost went with my wrong hand. Oh, wait, which hand? Left hand. Left hand eraser. Okay. It's not quite centered. Trying to draw my circle here. Trying to darken the edges a little bit because I think I got it the way I like it. Okay, so I got that. I'm upside down. I got the inside circle to put on here. God, this is pretty difficult. You really have to tell your brain to hold the pencil. All right. Now I got the basic shapes on it. I'm going to give it the depth so it doesn't look like a flat shape. So I'm going to make it look 3D. So we're going to look at the corners now. Those are my students that are paying attention on here would remember 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective about your diagonal lines going the same direction or being parallel. All right, got one side. I'm going to do the length of it now. Kind of wishing I did something a little bit more round since I'm using my left hand to do something straight. Okay. I got some depth on that now. See that? So it doesn't looks thick. It has depth to it now. Almost switched my hands again. All right. Let's see. Need to work on the screen. My screen doesn't look quite the same shape it's supposed to be. I'm constantly moving my sketchbook and rotating it. Sorry, I'm trying to really concentrate here about talking too much. Another thing, which if you're left-handed and you were in my class, I've told you, but if this works for any artist, if you're having a material that you're worried about smearing, use a slip sheet. So I'm going to just use, I got this piece of cardboard here. So because when you're drawing with your hand, especially left-handed people, if you're drawing over here, I'll do it this way. I'm drawing over here, and then I go this way. My hand is smearing all over where I was drawing. So what you can do is you take this paper with you, and I lay it on top. So when I'm drawing, my hand stays on the slip sheet, and I don't smear anything. Because you'll notice this part of your hand will get, especially when you do a lot of value shading or blending, or pastels. If anyone uses pastels, like chalk, same thing. So like if I'm right-handed, I would hold it with my right hand. Anyone can do it. Just keeps anything from smearing, and then I would be working. So another little tip. Use a slip sheet, which I might have to because mine is starting to smear. Okay. Fixing my little screen. trying to draw that rectangle display screen a little bit more because it looks a little wonky. Gosh, it's really hard to get a straight line. I can usually do pretty good straight lines with my regular hand. And erase. Gosh, even using an eraser is hard. Okay. I think I got it. So that is about 15 minutes. I don't want to take too much of your time. What I'm going to do to make it look more finalized is probably go over it with some ink and then erase all my pencil lines, maybe add something fun and cool to the screen so it's not so blah. But yeah, so there we go. We got that. Get it up there. Left-handed, using your non-dominant hand. So like I said, I'm gonna do some final touches and then I'll share it along with anyone else that decides to do this with us. So you can see what my final product looked like. Hope you guys had fun. Keep doing art, and I'll see you again here next Wednesday at 2 o'clock. See you guys.